बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम रब्बि ज़िदनी इल्मन वल्हिक़नी बिस्सालिहीन फ़ातिर समावाति वल अर्ज़ अंत वली फ़िद दुनिया वल आखिरह तवफ़नी मुस्लिमान वल्हिक़नी बिस्सालिहीन. Our teachers are great. They deserve due respect. They hold high position in our society regardless of their subjects. May it be teacher of Urdu, Sindhi or other language, science, mathematics, biology, physics, chemistry, whatever subject may be, our teachers impart a lot. They share their valuable knowledge with their students and they render valuable services regardless of the salary they get. Some of them get nominal salary, but they teach very well. And such teachers who working with nominal salary are really great teachers because they perform honestly and deliberately and earnestly duties they have been assigned. Here I am going to talk about teachers of English and their qualities and responsibilities. Our teachers of English, being compulsory subject, they do very well. No matter they teach at primary level, secondary or university level, they do their best. So the first and foremost quality of an English teacher is that they should be dutiful. They perform their duties diligently and honestly and really earnestly. They always have positive attitude toward students, their profession, society, and especially the work they do. They are really very true in it. They are well versed in English, regardless of any kind of hindrance or barrier. They try to be very good at the subject. Vocabulary, grammar, structure, syntax, language, in all means they are doing their very well. And they really of high regards and enjoy real status of English teachers. They are good at using English and teaching English. Good means they work satisfactorily to the entire satisfaction of themselves and of the students. English has two main aspects: English as a subject, English as a language. Most of the teachers teach English as a subject because of certain constraints or time limit. So they go over text, poetry, prose, and exercises. That's a good job. They are doing very well. But there are other aspects of the language subject. That is English language that comprises vocabulary, synonyms, antonyms, parts of his speech, some grammar, sentences structure, so many things to teach. And especially teachers who are bilingual, they go very well. For example, Urdu, Pashto, Punjabi, and their Balochi, they can impart their knowledge satisfactorily because besides English, they explain the subject, the meaning, structure, context, usage, examples in the provincial languages. So such kind of teachers go very well. So English teacher should be very good at these 2-3 languages, especially Urdu and provincial language besides the English language. They are good at 4 skills of language. That is the main quality of a good teacher: listening, speaking, reading, and writing. So they should be very good at speaking and writing and reading because students learn from teachers. Their pronunciation, accent, punctuation marks, and deliberate reading can go very well throughout the class. Students are very good receptors. They receive language very well. So when the teachers explain beautifully with great scholarship and deliberation, students understand them, follow them, learn them, and they are really followers of the teachers, the way they teach. So most of the things students learn from the teachers, the way they teach. Then an English teacher, like other teachers, have thirst for knowledge. They go on reading and reading and reading. They're extensive and intensive readers. They're thorough readers of the language. So in this way, they have quest for knowledge, especially language. They are lovers of language, and they go very well when they go in depth of the subject. English teacher is always a knowledge seeker and learner. A teacher is always a student because there is no limit of knowledge. The more you read, the more you learn, the more you impart, and the more you feel thirst of the knowledge. In this way, knowledge doesn't only increase, it multiplies day by day. So a good teacher is always a good student, a good reader, good writer, good speaker, and good man of society who shares whatever he has or she has with the society. Teacher should create language learning environment, means speaking English, learning, reading English, and always writing on the whiteboard or blackboard, whatever it may be. He involves the students very much and makes the class a student-oriented class. In this way, students are involved very much in the language with quiz tests, exercises, vocabulary, and some puzzles about language vocabulary, giving them quiz tests, also doing closed tests, passages with blanks, and then giving words and phrases to fill in them. In this way, he creates opportunity for learning of the language, and the students really take keen interest in language and go very well with that teacher. So all those teachers of English who are really committed, devoted, and really sincere to themselves, they make best of themselves, of their time, energy, knowledge, and scholarship, whatever they have. Teachers should read a lot and practice a lot, because practice makes man perfect. And when one writes, it makes man complete or perfect. So good teacher always reads a lot and always writes a lot. In this way, taking both things in consideration, an English teacher works very well and goes very well. He takes the students along side by side. He never leaves the students away. He keeps with them along with the reading, writing, listening, and speaking. In this way, students get a lot from the teacher in both these skills. A good teacher is always have interest, motivation, and aptitude for learning English, because it's like the ocean. It has no shore or coast. The more he reads, the more he wants to have to his knowledge or credit. In this way, motivation, aptitude, and interest go on multiplying. In this way, English teacher learns a lot and delivers a lot. Detecting problems and their solutions. A good teacher can understand what the problems are with their students. What problem do they suffer from? Maybe right from spelling to grammar, structure, syntax, and certain other things in the language. Maybe reading comprehension. Most of the students don't know how to read, how to skim, how to scan, and how to go on reading smoothly and plainly with understanding and intelligibility. So this is the function of the teacher, to give the student impetus or interest or aptitude for reading, for understanding, and making exercises and answering, giving questions in the exercise. This way, teacher can play his or her role very well and can become a very successful teacher of his time or her time. To add more, a teacher should bear in mind the level of education of students: primary, middle, secondary, higher secondary, and university level. Level is very important, and teachers should reach that level as much as possible, so that the students can understand him or her. He should always wear a smile on his face. He should be friendly, cooperative, and in a sense good teacher of the language, so that the students not only understand him, they love him or her. He should invite questions and answer them well in a good mood and a good time. In a good mood means he should never be angry or fear or wear a frown on his face. We teachers learn by answering questions to the students, because a lot of questions are very important and we answer them properly. In this way, not only the subject can be repeated, students can understand very well. And I, as a teacher of English for the past 50 years, have learned a lot from your students. When I answer their questions, I also learn them. Student questions are a good way for spreading knowledge about the subject. Teacher is always a giver, and a student a receiver. Both are giver and receiver in the sense that knowledge of the subject goes on and on. It spreads widely. So a teacher should always be a giver and receiver of knowledge, and students should follow him, his footprints, accent, pronunciation, and way of teaching and learning. In this way, English language, like other languages, can develop a lot in our province, in our country, and around.